Hello and good morning. It is a nice, windy Utah morning with Toy Story clouds. I hope you can see that. And I'm excited to share with you today myth number 4 about getting a website as a small business. And that is that a website has to cost a lot to build and maintain. And the truth is that it can, but it doesn't have to. So this very closely relates with yesterday's topic, the scale from custom versus templated websites. There's a scale of how much a website can cost. And as a website builder, what I figured out is where I best sit in that scale to figure out who I can best serve. So in this video, I'm going to give you recommendations for no matter where you are in your business or how you're wanting to get a website or what kind of website you're wanting to get. So to start, the value of a digital presence has to be factored in when it comes to how much a website costs. How much return on your investment are you going to get? And one thing that I always like to see is figuring out or estimating how many sales you would receive by getting a website and how much each sale is worth. So for example, if you're a company that's selling a $50,000 product, I'm probably not your guy, just by the way, but if you're selling a product that is a $50,000 product, if a website will allow you to get 3 clients per year, right? And then you own the website after that point, then it's probably worth investing however much, right? You have to factor that in. If you're selling a $2 product, if you're selling dog collars, $2 to $10, $15 product per sale, well, you have to keep in mind that the real challenge that you're going to run into is marketing your product, not so much selling your product, right? So you have to get enough eyes on your website to be able to sell at the volume that you'll need. So your challenge really more so is marketing than it is getting the website built. But you have to factor that in, right? So a couple things when you're talking with a website developer, no matter where on the scale you are. Number one, who owns the website? Okay, I've heard some crazy stuff about companies. First off, they will charge not only for the building service, but they'll set you up on a recurring subscription fee. And this is fairly common in the industry, where this recurring subscription fee is going to be between $100 and $400 per month for them to maintain the website. And I see where they're coming from. Great business model for them. But what I have found is that people would rather own their website, pay for it once, and then if any updates need to be made, they can just hire out and get help with that on an hourly rate instead of having to pay every month whether or not any work is being done. And by the way, if you stop paying that subscription, there goes your website. And I've even heard crazy stories about where the website builder puts everything in their name, as far as both the website and the domain, which is like, if you go to facebook.com, that name, facebook.com, or, ISellDogCollars.com or whatever that is. And if you stop paying them, they'll literally repossess that domain name, which is crazy to me because it means you can't go anywhere else. You're literally bound to them. So just be careful when you're working with a website developer. Okay, so what I would recommend if I had a friend that was wondering how to build a website, if you have the time and you have the technical ability, or if you have the time to learn the technical ability, what I recommend is if you are a DIY, just starting out, zero cash flow kind of business, I would hop on and learn how to, do the basics of Squarespace, Wix, GoDaddy, that sort of idea, because you can get something up and running fairly cheaply, okay? Now, a lot of times, the people that I'm talking with, they tried to do that, and it frustrated them, and that's why they're talking to me. But if you have the time to learn how to build a website for yourself, that's going to be your best option. You don't need to learn how to code. Just hop on a Squarespace, hop on a Wix, and figure out how to get something up and running. Also, what I would recommend is try to find a service like Squarespace or GoDaddy where you can buy the domain name and you can buy the website in the same service. Instead of buying your domain name in GoDaddy and then building your website in Squarespace and trying to connect the two, just do it all in one, because that's going to really simplify that process of connecting the two. It's just not worth for somebody that's new trying to connect a domain to a place other than the software that you're building out the website, okay? So that's my recommendation for DIYers just starting out, low cash flow. You have more time than you have money kind of people. If you're in the middle, so if you're a company that has less than 50 employees and you have more money than you have time, you should hire me because I'm going to be able to build a website for you that is going to be powerful. It's going to accomplish the business need that we determine is the primary business need, whether that's, getting customers or it's decreasing the amount of busy work that you have in your life, or potentially both, but I always try to focus on one. I would love to be able to talk with you about that. And whether or not we end up working together, that's totally fine. I always just try to help out and find the people that are going to be a good fit for me as well, right? If you are an enterprise, so you're the owner of a company, I would say that's 50 employees or larger, do not work with me. I have connections with people who are able to do that for you. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and I'll be able to point you in the right direction. And when you're in this world, it's kind of like a big techie nerd family. So just let me know what you need and what you're looking for. All right, that is it. I hope that helps. And if there's anything that I can do for you, feel free to reach out and let me know. All right, have a good one. Have a great morning.